Okay, we live in the crib, vibing with Veto. Season 2, man. Hey, 2024 is going to be a crazy year. I got my guy with me, man. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yeah, my name is Williams. First of all, thank you for having me, bro.
For sure, man.
You,
For sure, for sure.
You on season 2. Most people quit after season 1.
Nah, yeah, man,
So,
yeah.
like, that's dope. You keeping it going.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. My name is William Smith, founder of Fed Legacy, man, from DC. And just happy to be here, man.
For sure, for sure. So you said you're from DC. Like,
Yeah.
do you like just travel to Atlanta just to spread the word to get on a couple of podcasts,
And
or
to
like?
be honest with you, so I'm in Atlanta because I went to a Christmas party, super dope Christmas party.
Okay, all right, cool.
It's
So he came down here to party, really?
Yeah, and so when I was down here, I was like, all right, I want to get on some podcasts while I'm down here.
For sure.
Make use of the time. And so that's what I did, man.
That's dope. That's dope. So like, is like Atlanta like the hub for you, like the central place you come just to kind of like get your business off the ground too as well and spread the message?
Not necessarily. It's just, but I mean, as y'all know, Atlanta is like the hub for like Black
Hollywood. Podcasts, everything.
So like, this the marketing guys that I roll with. I'm learning some stuff from them.
For sure.
They in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, and then I shot a bunch of content recently.
Mm-hmm.
It was down here like 3 weeks ago.
Word.
Like we did like a 2-day shoots, just nonstop videos and stuff like that.
For sure.
So Atlanta's just dope for that stuff, man.
Dope, man. So I was looking at your one sheet, and I also looked at the Vimeo video.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you explain what you do to the people, for the people. And you said you kind of like get finances for like military.
Yeah. So we do financial planning for military and federal government, right?
Okay.
And the reason why that's important is because I'm a big believer in the black middle class, right?
For sure.
Black middle class, because I'm black. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I saw an opportunity just being in the DC area where it's just you could throw a rock and you can hit a federal employee, right?
Word.
So not only is it a big market in the DC area, it's 7 million federal employees in the country,
Facts.
right? And so a lot of them are black people, and so and most of those people, they're making more money than the average black person, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a C-suite person at a big company, right? But like federal employees make good money, right?
Facts. Yeah, absolutely.
And so for me, I saw an opportunity where I was like, all right, if we can educate these people about how to pass on generational wealth, then that's going to change, the way,
Facts.
the black racial wealth gap, right? Because you know the racial wealth gap where they show
explain. I was gonna say
the racial wealth gap, and I might mess the numbers up.
No, it's all good.
But they was black people are like seven or are leaving like $7,000 to $10,000 per year. I mean to their kids, right? That's
Damn.
the average. Then
wait, 7,000 to 10,000. That's what they're leaving.
Yeah, like that was the
that's
average,
crazy as hell.
That was the average in 2008, right? So I think the numbers have changed. I think it went up to like 33 or something like that. But
that's still bad,
still
bro.
Really small.
That's
right?
bad, bro.
And like we're last place, right? Like then Latin Americans, Latinas are a little higher than that. Whites and Asians are like way up.
Facts.
Right. I mean,
Facts.
like in the 6-figure range, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just because you got your billionaires that are white, but it's it's like the study was based on people that are making the same type of income.
Right.
And so what the study came back and said was like, it's just truly education. And so for me, I'm like, all right, well, we got this middle classes in the military federal government. Who's educating them, right?
Right.
And so what I found is like they were just nobody like us was educating them like that.
Damn.
Not in a way that was like effective and they were hearing it and inspired by it, that type of stuff. And so that to me, that's a business opportunity and it aligns with my purpose.
Absolutely.
Which is to close the racial wealth gap. And so we just niched down into that.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
So is it just? I didn't mean to cut you off, but is it just you? Like, nah, man, come on, bro. We here, we feeding off each other. But so did you? Let's start from the very beginning. Like I know you again. You said, "Hey, I'm black. I wanna teach black people about financial literacy and stuff like that." But what was your sole like purpose in that besides just that? You know what I mean? Like how did you get your start and all of that?
Okay, so like man, just it's a lot, but I'll collapse it, right? So like. Just growing up, man, my dad always had a lot of books in the house, right? And so I just liked enriching my brain, right? So I read this book by Robert Allen, was Multiple Streams or whatever. It's like this green and silver book, right? And so I just read it. And I was like, damn, this shit sound cool. Like have money just flowing in like this, like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never seen nothing like that. But I like you ever read something you could just feel it. You don't understand it, but you like, just feel like
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like I read it and I was like, dang, this feels good, bro. Like I need to. this whole entrepreneurship business thing, I need to understand more of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, books like that.
Yo, I mean, because everybody that sits on this couch has been talking about these books, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the universe talking to me, like, hey, bro, you need. I didn't.
Bro,
I mean, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, of course, but
read that.
Think and Grow Rich, I started it, then I stopped.
Yeah.
It's a couple of books that I have in my possession that I just haven't fully finished. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, I don't know if the universe is just like talking to me.
It is.
But like, you're like the fourth person that said
Veto, finish Think and Grow Rich, bro.
For sure.
Like you already living the principles because you know I mean, come on, like you definitely doing your thing. You started something. You living with definite purpose it appears, you know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
And you giving back. Like,
right.
So you got purpose, you giving back, you got vision, you know what I'm saying? You confident in yourself, otherwise you wouldn't be behind this camera. You got leadership because you got people here, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like those are the principles in that book.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, man. So just reading those books, it got me to the point where I was like, all right, I want to be a business person.
Damn.
But I didn't have any business people around me, man. So my girlfriend at the time, this was when I was in college, her brother was in the home improvement. So I told him, I'm like, look, man, I want to work for you for free, right? Because that's what Napoleon Hill say in Think and Grow Rich, right? Like when you have the desire to do something, you'll just do it, right? And so he's like, you know, and then the universe
will reward you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's exactly what I did, bro. Like literally, I was like, I work for you for free. He was like, nah, I'm gonna give you $200 a week. I was like, all right, bet, cool, whatever.
That's cool too. Like, bet.
And so then I did that joint, bro, in college, and then he was a home improvement company. We sold some windows. I sold some windows or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he paid me like $2,700, right? Which is crazy. It was good money. You know what I'm
saying?
Hell
yeah.
And so I'm just like, dang, though, I only spent like 45 minutes to an hour in these people's homes. I'm sold them what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? I just they called us. They wanted some windows. I sold it to them, and I get $2,700. Right. And I'm like, in a 45 minutes to an hour, I'm like, all right. I was like, hold up. I was like, I ain't had
that math wasn't mathing, but then it started mathing.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, I ain't had to work 40 hours to do this.
Damn.
I was like, okay, this is what I want to get good at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and which led me to just being like, all right, I want to be in sales. Like, I want to be great at this because it collapses time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you got time freedom, like that's just a whole nother thing, man.
Yo.
So, like, go ahead.
Word. Nah, I was about to say, I was just agreeing with you, bro. Like,
yeah, no, that's real, man. So like that led me to just deepen the desire, man. Like, so like that was windows and stuff. Then got out of college and I was at the time I was starting to look for a job, like truly, but I looked for a job with intention. I was like, you know what? So I went and I worked at the bank, and the bank was cool because I got to see like what people's accounts look like. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember this. I mean, so I remember this one dude, man. He would come in, he would have paint on him. He was just he wasn't like clean cut. You could tell
he was working.
Yeah, but you could you knew he was sharp though because his lineup was always tight.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But like you could tell like he wasn't like performing for nobody though.
Right.
He would come in at 1 o'clock some days. He would come in at 10. It wasn't like he coming in after work. Like we would get a rush before work and after work. You know what I'm saying? Real big rush after work. But he would come in kind of on his own terms.
Right.
But he coming in, he dropping in $100,000 checks. 200, and I'm like, God,
wait, he was so you seen a person just regular come in there, $100,000 checks,
yeah, all day. So like,
damn.
So like, he was one, and there'd be some other people that would come in there. One lady, never get her, Miss Jackson. She would come in there dropping in checks, but they would come whenever they wanted though. You see what I'm saying? Like the people that were coming after work,
you knew it was after work. You knew that they had jobs.
Work, they was tired. They overdrafting their accounts. Like, you know what I'm saying? They like, Miss Smith, can you please reverse my overdraft fees and all of that? You know what I'm saying? You know, but they just working, right? And they, you know, they have a couple thousand in there on Monday. On Friday is down. You know what I'm saying? It's just that constant. But then like during the day when we was like not really busy, it's when the people with the money would come in. You know what I'm saying? Relax too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm just like, all right, cool. So I'm like watching how they, like the people that come in, I'm like, all right, they all entrepreneurs. Like none of these people have jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
And so I built with the one guy. I was like, man, look, bro, like, yo, I'm a young black dude. Like, can we go to lunch? He was like, yeah, no doubt. So so the bank was in Maryland. So I get my little car, my little Geo Prism, and drive down to DC to his big office building. He had you know what I'm saying? He took me to lunch, a nice restaurant. And he was like, yeah, man, here's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And from then on, I'm just like, yo, I got to get in the business. Like, and so so no one thing led to another. Cousin of mine was in the mortgage industry. He was like, "Hey, Will, I hear you killing it with the mortgages at the bank," which I was, but they was giving me like little $100 bonuses.
Bonuses
Good job,
and shit. Yeah,
Good
facts,
job.
facts, facts.
But he was like, "Look, man, look, I'll give." And he didn't know what I was doing at the bank. He was like, "Look, if you send me a referral, I'll give you $1,000." I was like, "For real?" I was like, "You gonna give me $1,000 if I give you a referral?"
Just a referral, just a lead.
Well, no, if he got to close.
If he closed it, okay.
So I was like, word. Then in my mind, I'm like, okay, if he gonna give me 1,000, he must be making multiple thousands to just give me that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so I the next couple of people that came into the bank, I closed. I like found a company that did mortgages, was like, and took them out and did it myself. You know what I'm saying? And then made some money doing that. You know what I'm saying? Which allowed me then to go and start in the mortgage industry, man. Work with a guy for a number of years, and then just one thing led to the next. And then started my own insurance firm. Yeah, here I am, bro. Never worked a job again.
That's crazy. So let's go back to like in terms of people that work jobs, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel that it's like imperative for folks to like have jobs just to kind of learn how it would be to be on their own? Like, or should they just jump into it? Like, you know what I mean?
See, that's a big question, bro. Because some people just not built for it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no judgment if you got a job, bro. Like, because we need people.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like,
the world wouldn't work if we didn't have people that
exactly,
also
bro.
did like helped out with other companies too as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We all crash.
Yeah, so it's hard to be like, yeah, no, you need to do this. Nah, and people be saying that, but it ain't true. Like, I got staff now, and I love them. They not entrepreneurs though. You know what I'm
saying? So you know for a fact, like I know you try to coach your people up. Like, hey, like if you want to do other things, you try to coach them.
I try to coach them, but then some people just they don't want to do it. Like they want to get off on Friday. They want to take care of their family. My parents, that's what they want to do. Well, my mom, my dad is cool with trying to start a business, but it's like some people we need it though. We need good people, man. My thing is like just do. I just try to even if you're working 9 to 5, just find your purpose, right? Even if it's within your company, find it. You know what I'm saying? If it's outside, is it volunteering on the weekends? Find whatever it is that you want to give back to the community, so we can have a more enriched community,
right?
Because that's what it's about for me. Is you know what I'm saying? So like, I hope that answers your question.
Nah, it did. How important is money management for you? Like when you was growing up, because again, like I know my dad and my mom, you know what I mean? When we was growing up, it just seemed like, they were always kind of like, okay, frugal with their money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But they would spend it like on like vacations and experiences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How important was that for you to get into the whole thing of teaching people financial literacy, like money management for you?
So me, it wasn't really the management of it that inspired me. It was the making of it.
The making.
Yeah. So for me, it was just like, I just don't like to be told no.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
Or miss out. You know what I'm saying? And so like I've been having this conversation with people lately about like what is wealth, right?
Yeah. So that was kind of what I was going for. My bad. I probably said it. Yeah.
Man. So like the wealth thing is crucial to me because it's like two things. Wealth can be about money, but truly I think wealth is about like experiences.
Okay.
And allowing yourself to like your brain or your mind to expand, right? And then once you experience new stuff, you're like, okay, hold up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm different because I experienced that. And most people, if you're not investing in yourself, then you'll work all day and all you're doing is escaping through like social media or just gossip talk and stuff like that. And that's your escape, right? But you're not, like I was read this comment the other day. It was like, you're either gonna be distracted or grow, right?
Damn.
And so it's like, most people choose distraction over growth, right?
Right. Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Man, I still struggle with it too. So it ain't perfect, but it's just I speak for me. It's just like when I'm avoiding something,
it's easy to
be distracted.
Right.
Like the brain is just set up. Social media is designed for that. Like knowing that, like the scientists that develop this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to feel like, for example, like today, man, last night, crazy Christmas party, knew I had the meeting at the hotel at 9 a.m. Got up, man, I was just drained, but I also had some other work to do. So, but other work was like hard stuff I had to think about, man. I just procrastinated for like 40 minutes, man, because I just didn't want to do it. My mind was just like, I know I need to do this, but shit, I'm avoiding the pain of doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so like, so we all experience it, but the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go through life not knowing that that's what's happening, if that makes sense. Like
right.
having awareness that that's going on, and then being okay, now I can shift and get back to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Facts.
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely.
one thing, but a lot of people like they live life like that, and they just go through life and they look up and it's like, damn, I'm 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You just like shit, like I'm 50. Like what the fuck? And so it's like
I gotta say something though.
Yeah.
Gary V. He was saying he was like age. He was like you shouldn't really worry about age. Now for us, I know we be like, man, at 40 I want to be like this. At 35 I want. He was like, but the Colonel Sanders chicken dude, he was like, man, he started his business at 75.
And that's real. And that's why it's just like, but you know, but again, going back to Think and Grow Rich, because
right.
It's like he had a definiteness of purpose. You know what I'm saying? And so he found it. And like, you know, not too many people, like, man, I mean, you know, we doing this at a, you know, like look at the time we doing this.
Yeah,
you
facts. Yeah, facts.
Grind, you know I
don't want to be 75 starting
just
starting.
You could be doing a lot of other things right
Hell
now. You
yeah.
know, people, oh man, we gonna do this, man.
Right.
Do
Right.
You know
Right.
You know, and so, but like this is that, right? And so most people are not willing to do this. So if you continue to do this and compound, then that's going to create an advantage for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
And so like that's key. And so to me, going back to the whole wealth thing, you probably had something in your mind that expanded you to be like, nah, I don't want that. I want this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna get this, then I got to do something different than this.
Right.
And so like to me, that's wealth, because now I don't know if you got kids or not, but like it's just like now you teach your kids or your brothers, your sisters, your mom, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like you're an example of that. And so now it changes. It changes your
like
circle. So the whole community now is changed because you made a different decision. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, that's true wealth, bro. Like because that's gonna live on beyond you.
Right. I got a question for you.
Saying?
When you wake up in the morning, what is your why?
Man, so like my why is my daughter for sure.
Okay.
100% is my daughter. It's starting to become my mom, man. Like I'm just
for sure.
age. I'm like, okay, like I gotta start tapping into this.
Yeah.
And then, man,
that's scary too, man. To think about it, it's like you know what I mean.
Especially doing what I do, because I talk to people and they always like, yeah, like their parents fall sick, and then it's just a thing, man. And so that's one. Those are two, man. But something I'm exploring now, man. I'm reading this book called Choose Your Enemies Wisely.
Who's the author?
Patrick David.
Okay.
Dope dude. But he talks about like, and I'm going into this next year using this strategy. Is like when you write your business plan out for the year, like write it with the enemy in mind, right? So he's like, most people create businesses with a logical mentality. Like, all right, here's how you do it, right? Or the why. Like, but the why can be like an aspirational thing. Like, oh, I just want to make sure my kids are straight. And that's good. But the true thing is like, yo, fuck that person who told me I can't be shit. You know what I'm saying? Or fuck that, like whatever.
right.
And like really getting riled up around who you really can't stand and you know what I'm saying? Like, or who like, I don't, whatever it is,
the person that doubted you, or the thing that tried to stop you or slow you down.
Whatever it is, man. Like,
right.
And really getting emotional about that and putting that at the top of your business. Like, this year, I'm gonna prove this wrong, and I'm gonna kill it because of this. And so he was like, he interviewed a bunch of people. Like he was like, like he did an interview with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady, like that was his thing. He had somebody in his life that he was like, yo, I just want to be successful because I want to fucking crush them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Kobe, same thing. Like, so like, and he was like, Kobe like kept having to recreate enemies in his mind
to keep on going.
Yeah. So it wasn't like Kobe wasn't like, I'm gonna do this for my daughters. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, he might
Right.
But it was like, nah, I'm doing this because
so and so told me I couldn't.
They drafted me at 10 when I should have been 1. You know what I'm saying? And like coming with like that level of passion. And so even saying it now, it feels like strong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So like, yeah, that's the new thing for me, bro.
Facts. What was like your first wow moment when you knew like, damn, I'm really walking in my purpose and stuff like that, or like my business is really flourishing right now? What was that like wow moment for you? Or you still have it to this day?
Still having it, but
okay.
Like, it's just every year is something new. So it's like this year we was able to spend the summer in Mexico City. With the kids just the whole month, like just away, bro. So like that's hard. That was good.
For the whole
whole month, dog.
No work. Y'all was just kicking it.
We was working a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say
it wasn't like I wasn't stressing.
Yeah, facts.
Like, that was good. That was a good moment. And then just like the amount of clients we have now. Like I was meeting with a client. We had a webinar the other day, and the client was like, "Yeah, I met Will when I was 45. Now I'm 57, and she living on acres in North Carolina." She was like, "And you know, I'm here because of him."
Damn.
I was like, "Damn, like Tom, like damn, that's crazy."
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that was a good one, man. And then we just get a lot of love, man. Honestly, from our clients.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How many people are in your staff? Like, how many people do you have employed?
9 of us.
Damn.
9 of us.
That's hard. That's
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. How does it feel like being like at the head of the table? Like, you know what I mean? Like you being like the CEO of like your company type thing. You know what I mean?
Ain't really like that, man. It's like we just like, I mean,
y'all all are one. You treat
try to treat every, like going back to what you were saying about the what we were talking about like why wealth and all that type of stuff. Is like just trying to help people fulfill their destiny, right? So it's like a 9-to-5 person. That's not their goal to just be a 9-to-5 or whatever. It's to be able to provide for my family, or so we try to like do all of that. So that keeps everybody as one.
Right.
Everybody's just working to accomplish their personal mission, which also aligns to the overall.
Right.
Mission, you know what I'm saying? So
facts. Who are some people that you like growing up that you kind of like looked at and like mirrored your like life behind kind of?
Okay, so like my mentor Charlie Scott, he was one. He's a beast of an insurance man in the DC area, self-made black man type.
Dope.
He was the main one that taught me business and like what it was like, really like to be like to have balls as a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because it's like the world is kind of like beat us down in a way and kind of teach us to be passive or
facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and not saying we got to be bull and pass everybody, but like blending that heart energy with that like strong fire energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so like, because you have to have both. And so like he helped me do that. So that way I didn't like let people stagnate me who had their own shadow work.
Facts. You know Damn. It's easy to get stagnant. Yeah,
bro.
Facts.
Like, it's easy to get plateaued. People, but you got, just trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't want to offend it. Nah, fuck that.
Like, right.
Like, fuck that, dog. Like, just being able to, you know. Like,
facts.
So he was one for sure.
For sure.
That's the main one, I should say.
For sure. So you have a daughter, you said, right?
Yeah.
How old is?
She's 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you're instilling in her, like at this age? You know what I mean?
The main thing I'm telling her now, the thing the main lesson right now is dealing with fear, and like how fear is something you run to, not away from. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
And so like that's the constant message now. It's like, look, if you see something that's making you nervous, that means it's time to run to it, not run away from it.
Damn, bro. That's so crazy. When did you know like it was time for you to take that leap of faith, man?
What, in business?
Yeah, just like when did you know? Like I know you seen people coming into the bank. You know what I mean? When did you say, all right, look, man, fuck this shit, bro. I'm really about to just head first. I'm jumping in.
It was that day when I sold that windows that day. But then what really inspired me was, man, I took a trip to Ghana.
I went this year, man.
You did?
Yeah, hell yeah. It was her family from Ghana.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a good time, bro.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I went to Accra, went by myself. That was a whole thing. But then it just, man, just being there with those people, man, and just the love they were showing was cool, man. Then I met a dude. He was out there, black dude from Chicago, and was a friend of a friend. He linked up with me, and he was just like, man, he had some gold mines and stuff like that. And he was just like, and own some land. And I'm like, man, how the hell did you do this at this young age?
Out there?
Ghana,
okay.
Yeah. Well, how you do this at this young age, man? And he was just like, bro, like just mentors, man. And his mentor was a guy by the name of Butch Lewis. And Butch Lewis is like the Muhammad Ali. Was not Muhammad Ali. Was the Don King to Muhammad Ali, like the boxing.
Damn.
And so like Don King, so Butch Lewis from Atlanta actually, he put him in some rooms. Like he was in rooms with Jay, with Denzel, like he got pictures with them on the plane.
So you put your man that you was talking to in
rooms like that.
Damn.
His mentor, right? So I'm like, shit, I need a mentor then. So like that's how I met Charles Scott. After I got back, I was like, man, I need something like that. But like, being there with him, it just inspired me. Like again, expansion in the mind. Like I'm like, this dude, yo, you in your 20s living in Africa, bro. Like sending me a driver to the airport. I'm like, and you ain't from here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I'm like, that like again was like an expansion thing for me. Like
Damn.
It's like, yo, anything is possible, bro.
Damn, bro. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, Ghana is a whole nother place. It's like, wow, bro, like just seeing your people, our people, like in their purest form, bro. That was just man. It was a blessing, bro. Just being out there, and they're so grateful to like everything, bro. Man, we be out here like just like mad. We wake up mad sometimes, like fuck. Like they out there just happy, and they have less than us.
Bruh, like I went to Nigeria last year, and it was.
I want to go there too.
Yeah, Nigeria's sick, bro.
Yeah.
So I went out there, and I was there for 10 days, and we was in the trap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Legos, man, I had seen a movie, boy. They don't play out there, boy.
I mean, what I mean, it wasn't like a crime trap.
Nah, I know.
It was just like poverty.
Yeah, you know the trenches.
And the trench. That's a better way to put it. The trenches, bro. Like sleeping on the floor. Like it was wild. You know what I'm saying? But like for 10 days, like buckets and shit, like it was like, and so we was in that joint, and I'm sitting there, me and my boy on the stoop, who's from my business partner, we was on the stoop. I'm like, yo, look at these people. Like, they happy though. Like, they ain't, I'm like, they sleeping like, we had like a mat, you know,
right.
Or like we had a mattress. It wasn't the best of shape, but it was a mattress. We had our little accommodation.
Yeah, facts.
That was 5-star. I mean, you know, to them, they like, they ain't even got that. They would just like lay down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no matter where they at. I'm like, damn, this shit is rough. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But like, I'm looking at them though, and I'm like, but they not stressed though. Like, so it was like messing with me, because I'm like, man, like, what is really, again, back to the wealth thing. I'm like, they got something I ain't got. Like,
right.
They don't care. Like, they enjoying life. They laughing.
Right.
They not like,
right.
Another day.
That's the
you know what I'm saying? They not like that. They just they just enjoying life.
I mean, you kind of answered my last question. I was gonna say, what will bring you complete joy, like with your journey? You know what I
mean? Man, just this next path. That's why I'm doing this stuff. Is just like teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like right now,
facts.
I do a lot in the business, which is fine. But like, I want to do more teaching, like, because I've done and seen a lot of stuff, and so I just want to be able to like coach entrepreneurs on like purpose-driven ways of making money, strategy too, right?
Right.
I know some strategies, and then and like that, because to me, an entrepreneur solves problems. Like right now, you're solving a problem for your audience,
right?
Right? You know what I'm saying? The people that watch this, you know, possibly are gonna be aspiring entrepreneurs. I'm assuming.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Your age, your like, you know what I'm saying? And you are gonna, you know, you're not gonna change them all, but you're gonna get a small percentage of them.
Facts.
But then the ones you do impact, that's going to again start compounding over time. So entrepreneurs solve problems, man. And so like helping you become better and better at solving your problem that you choose to solve.
Right.
That's my passion, bro. Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Look, man, hey, it was a blessing meeting you, bro. Yeah. So right now, like I was gonna ask you too, before when we talk about mentors, do you still have mentors even though you're doing your thing? Do you still?
Yeah. You always gotta have that. You always gotta have people that are above you, man.
Yeah, facts.
You always got to be expanding your mind, man.
Yeah, dope. But hey, man, I appreciate you for coming to Vibe with Veto, man. Tell the people where they can find you.
Mr. Willpower is my IG, and then fedlegacy.com is our website.
Yeah, facts. Hey, man, it's been another episode of Vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe at Vibing with Veto on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me, just call me Veto for all of the music and updates. Hey, we gone.